Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Adam here at Thindy Farm Life. So we have our first beautiful day of weather in March, and I'm gonna make it a productive day. I have a relatively small pond project that's gonna yield some massive results. Let me show you what's going on. I hope the windsock's doing its job. It's incredibly windy out here today. But when we first dug this pond, we ran across a piece of field tile with one end being right here in front of me and the other on the north end of the pond. I don't know if you can see it, so I'll take a little walk up that way. This thing's come a long way since September of 2019. I'll put the pond playlist build at the end of this video. Here in front of me you can start to see some of the clay tile I referenced. Now when we first dug the pond, and even today, this thing is pulling water from the north end of our property and helping feed the pond. As you can kind of see a little stream right there, helping us capture a little bit more water into this beautiful thing. However, the other end was not feeding the pond, nor was it draining the pond, because the water was not high enough, but now it is. So right here in front of me under all this mud is where that pipe is on the south end, and I dug it back a couple weeks ago to about here and just kind of plugged that into the pipe with some clay, and it's actually seemed to held up because the water levels come up probably 4 or 5 inches since then. But what I need to do now is essentially chase this pipe back into the side of the dam here, and it's not really even a dam since this is a fully excavated pond, but into the side of the bank, sever it, and then bury it back down, just to be sure that we're not going to lose water in the long term. That's, like I said, that's up for a couple weeks, but long term that's not going to be a fix. So this gives me an opportunity to get the 580 out and have a little fun in early spring, or I guess late winter rather. But the real question of the day is, what genius thought it was a good idea to run a field tile from the north end to the south end, you know, having slope from one end all the way to the other end? Like, couldn't they foresee that I wanted this to kind of V and make its way to the middle? I don't know. I don't understand some people. That was a joke, by the way. A really terrible joke. I'm gonna leave at least a little land bridge here so that I don't have it completely exposed if for some reason I were to cut a channel and water to rush out. So I'll probably start digging about here and see if I can't find it, and then chase it back 3 or 4 feet, just crush the pipe and backfill the clay. Like I said, easy project, simple project, huge results is my hope. I already got to the pipe. Let me show you. The lighting's terrible, but there you go. I already found the clay tile down there. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure where this tile is pulling from other than just throughout this property. For the last at least 15 years, this has not been cropland, so I'm not exactly sure why that's there, but I'm sure it's a significantly old pipe years and years ago. But just gonna break it a little bit further back, clean this up, pack this down full of clay so that if that ever does run with water, it's gonna hit an impasse right here. Isn't machinery awesome? Okay, it's officially pulling in water now. I should probably start filling this back in. So it was holding a little bit. Clay is incredible. So I'm not exactly sure what you guys were able to see there. I was in a rush to plug it back up, but the head of that pipe was open. As you can see, it was drawing in water. Maybe you can't. Shadows down there. But it was drawing in water fast, so there was definitely some water seeping through that little dam, if you want to call it that, and back. So yeah, technically there's still pipe right here that has water in it. But the clay content we have out here is incredible. That's why this pond did such a nice job filling up. But I was able to take the shovel and just literally clog that pipe by filling it full and tapping it back. So now I'll take the backhoe, fill the hole back in, and probably take the head of the bucket and further tamp against that sidewall there. I tell you, there are many times I wish I had a mini excavator, but they're so pricey. If you guys out there want a mini excavator, do you think you have a need for one? Before you go spend big coin, check out a backhoe. It's amazing what these machines can do. And they're not as efficient as a mini excavator, but man, the amount of work that you can do with one of these things, I love this thing. So I imagine that will solve the problem. In a perfect world, I would have chased that pipe all the way back and broke it so that there wasn't standing water in the pipe here, but given the amount of clay content we have and the fact that I wasn't willing to breach that and have water start rushing back on me, it doesn't take much to hold it, but once it starts running and you can't plug it, you might have a problem. Again, it's not a dam, but still, it'd bring it down to whatever level and I'd have a mess on my hands. So like I said, small problem, massive results. Having that pipe plugged is going to help us raise the level of this pond and increase the square footage. It's going to be really cool when it's full. And we still need about 2 more feet, so that pipe would definitely be submerged. The old 580K saved me once again. If you like this video, hit that like button down at the bottom. If you didn't like this video, also go ahead and hit that like button, that'd be great. And while you're at it, I hope you hit that subscribe button and come back and see me sometime. There's never a shortage of things to do out here on the farm. We'll see you guys in the next video.